Hello skateboarders over 40 and under 40. Today I'm going to be reviewing the very important question of what kind of shoes should someone wear for skateboarding. And the answer should be obvious that skateboarders should wear skate shoes. Runners should wear running shoes. Basketball players should wear basketball shoes. But as a beginner, about more than a year ago when I started skateboarding, I experienced with a lot of things. First, I started skating in some casual shoes that weren't even very good for walking in the street, because I decided to destroy those shoes, and I successfully did in a week. And then I switched to, guess what, basketball shoes. Because basketball shoes, I think we can agree in that question, are very comfortable. And I love wearing basketball shoes for walking in the street as well, especially high or middle top basketball shoes. And as they absorb, shocks very well, because they were designed for it, I thought that they would be good for skateboarding. And I also wore the high and mid top ankle height basketball shoes to protect my ankle, because I have a very stiff and old and overweight body, and I wanted to reduce and still want to reduce the risk of injury. So for more than a year I was skateboarding in basketball shoes. I will tell you a brand, but I think it would be the same for almost all brands, that basketball shoes are very comfortable but not very good for skateboarding. This is my experience after trying a certain type of skate shoes. So I used to wear these Tarmac brand or Kipsta brand basketball shoes from Decathlon. And these shoes are very comfortable. This pair is very worn off. So as you see, some tricks I do destroy the laces. So laces are torn, I have to tie them. And the other thing that becomes worn off is the sole. But this is a very, very durable shoe. And of course the nose. So there's a hole here. Lace is torn. Some ankle damage here because I practice this strawberry milkshake and mashed potatoes with gravy. Very good names, by the way, tricks. In a fat guy version, of course, so I need more steez and more beauty to my tricks. Hopefully I will develop them. And of course the sole of this other part. Yeah, so they are very comfortable, but it was the time when I started to land Primo and on my wrist when I was practicing shove-its. That I was thinking that why am I landing Primo on the skateboard, and I felt that sole is very thick, and even though it is good to absorb shocks and very comfortable to walk, I didn't feel the board very much. And as I failed to do the shove-it without a pop, so very simple trick, but I landed Primo and I felt that there was this big layer of something between my foot and the board, and I didn't feel the board, and I landed Primo. That wasn't big falls. I just fell on my elbow, and my I put down my hand in the wrong way, and I blamed the shoe in a way. But that was the time I also started to to wear off the shoe, and it was time for me to buy a new pair. And I was thinking, okay, maybe I should try skate shoes because everyone recommends them. And why didn't I try skate shoes? Because basketball shoes, this brand, costs about third, or at least half the price of a professional skate shoe. And I know that all shoes must die. I was a BMX flatlander for years, and I know that shoes become destroyed very easy, and I try to save money on it. And basketball shoes were good for BMX flatland. So if you don't do scuffing tricks when the tire is beneath your foot and you scuff on it to make the bike move, they can last pretty long. But in skateboarding, so basketball shoes don't work. And this I had to find out after trying skate shoes. And I also gave me a chance of escaping the idea of trying skate shoes, because they were very expensive. I went to the local skate shop where I also buy my skateboards, and I also bought my BMX bikes, and so I'm a regular customer of that shop in Hungary for many years. And I looked at the price and oh shit, I'm gonna destroy these shoes as well, and they cost 3 times more. But I need skate shoes, you know, to be skating, because I watched a lot of videos, and they say that with skate shoes you have better board feel. You feel the board better, you know, and this is true. So guess what? I tried Vans Pro skate shoes and the Hightop version. And the first time, okay, so I saw the price. Oh shit! No way! I'm gonna buy these shoes. And I stepped in it, you know, and I took 2 steps, and I said to myself, well, so this is not cool. This is not cool, because I know I'm gonna buy these shoes, because the moment I stepped in it and you know, took 2 or 3 steps, I said they are fucking comfortable. So I didn't even dare, you know, to think that these simple looking shoes, like very cheap gym shoes we used in Hungary as kids, nothing special. So I could compare them to those, the looks, okay, not the same, but sort of the very cheap gym shoes, and they are very comfortable. And why? Because they were designed for skating, and the label also says, you know, that world's #1 skate shoe. And I don't need pretty much, you know, to be convinced that a shoe that's been designed for more than like 30 years or so for skateboarders, and been developed throughout the decades, you know, for more perfection. And even Tony Hawk went back to Vans. And I saw, okay, pro skate shoes for my old stiff body with very bad knees. So, and I stepped in it, and they are comfortable, and they are padded, you know, so if the board hits my ankle, I won't feel it that much. And the reason why it is very comfortable is this cushioned sole, ultra cush. Okay, you see that it's very thick. Okay, so they are very comfortable, very comfortable. And I felt that after taking 3 steps, and I said, oh shit, my wallet is gonna hurt. And guess what? So I'm not sponsored, you know, to do this review. I also got the discount, as I always do when I go to that shop, and this wasn't very cheap, even with the discount. But I said that even so, if I need, you know, skateboarding shoes, you know, to save my ankle, save my wrist, you know, when so not to fall, not to injure myself, because I don't heal very easily, and I'm not really afraid of the pain, but it sucks, you know, to take time off when you have injury. You probably know what I'm talking about. And these shoes are very comfortable to skate in. The sole is not as thick as you know, as a basketball shoe, but I have better board control. I feel the board better, and even if I you know, I don't really run Primo with this. Okay, I did like 2 times, but this was the friction of the injury or the fails or bails that I did with basketball shoes. So these have this is thinner than a basketball shoe sole, but you know, as you see, the basketball shoes tend to have, you know, different sole arrangements and these patterns, you know, and sometimes I felt that the skateboard got stuck in these patterns, and this is not good. And skate shoes have all some kind of sole like this, so they are you know, plain. They also have this pattern, but not like these bumps and stuff, you know, to absorb shocks. These absorb shocks well, but but basketball shoes have kind of bumpy soles, very comfortable, but not for skateboarding. It is my experience. So after a year, they are good for practicing nose manuals and manuals. So but I don't do any flip tricks, by the way, and always. Okay, so if I did, this part of the shoe would be probably destroyed in like 1 week. So yeah. Okay, so this model is perfect for me. I think I'm not gonna change a brand because this works for me. I'm not really going to experience. Of course, the price should be more friendlier, but yeah, you gotta pay the price. You know, I gotta pay the price to be skating on a good court. I gotta pedal up the hill, and I do it. because I have a almost perfect spot where I skate. Now nobody disturbs me. I gotta pay the price. Everybody gotta pay the price for a good basketball shoe. You gotta work. You gotta earn money, and your body will thank you for it if you buy good basketball shoes for basketball playing and skate shoes for skating. So yeah, very good, very comfortable, and the reason why you see this is it's glue, you know, because I know that all shoes must die, and if you wear skate shoes for skateboarding, some kind of shoes for BMX flatland, for example, or basketball shoes, the shoes are going to get hurt. And this is also the case, you know, with Vans shoes. I do these strawberry milk, they are not impossible, but these type of tricks when the grip tape touches the topper layer of the shoe, and so it has some wounds, and I have to glue it. And I also bought, not sponsored, okay, not getting paid for, I'm experiencing with this Montana shoe glue stuff, contact adhesive. It's a spray. It works the same as any glue. You have to, I'm looking for, yeah, not here. I have another smaller wound on the shoe from today's skateboarding. Where is it? Yeah, not yet, but some glue will be needed here. So I bought these because I knew I won't be, you know, returning the shoe for repairs. I knew that if I skate, maybe after 2 days, 3 days, after a week, I will have to glue it. Because this is the very bad thing that you know, if I asked the owner of the shop how long should or how long does a professional skateboard shoe last, and if I was a hardcore skater, and he said one shoe lasts for about 1 month or even less, depending on the style of riding, the weight of the rider, the tricks, you know, all that. So okay, one shoe, 1 month. So I'm accustomed to this, you know, from BMX flatland past, and I bought you know, this glue for making smaller repairs on the shoe. I don't experience yet with shoe glue, this brand. The skate shop also has it, you know, and it was an intention that I didn't clean this stuff because it also protects the shoe. I don't really care about this mess. It's good because you know, the grip tape first will destroy this small layer of extra what's this? Yeah, glue. Okay, so I recommend skateboarding shoes, not just Vans, or try any brand of skate shoes for skateboarding, because your body will thank you for it. And I also recommend, I didn't experience it, but you know, comparing to basketball shoes, I see these skateboard shoes with very thick and like spaceship futuristic style soles with you know, these air beddings in it, and they are very thick. And I'm thinking, okay, the case might be, so I'm not inspired, I'm just thinking the case might be the same as with basketball shoes. Some skate shoes tend to have very thick soles, and I think that is not very good. So I think skate shoes should have this type of sole, you know, this parallel to top line, bottom line, almost parallel. No, you know, these big patterns in it and cuts, you know, because a skateboard can get stuck here, and this is also enough, you know, to land Primo and hurt yourself. Even if so, not to speak of when you're a street skater and jumping down stairs and grinding rails, that is very dangerous. So yeah, real skate shoes for skateboarding, regardless of your age or level of skating. This will be very easy. This will be much easier, you know, to learn skateboard tricks with a good skateboard shoe. So yeah, this is my experience. So for example, they are very comfortable to walk in the street as well, not just because they are fashionable, because Vans are very trendy nowadays, and I saw many people not even into skateboarding culture or into some music culture or bands that you know, like hip hop or metal type of bands that wear this kind of brand, Vans for example. So many people wear Vans because it's trendy. I don't like trendy stuff, but as I'm a skateboarder with stiff body, over 40, I try to protect myself, and you know, I try to enjoy the short time I skate the best possible way, and I want to learn tricks faster, and also want to you know, not to damage my body. So this is why I need skateboarding shoes, and this is a very good brand. And if you're a regular customer of a skate shop, I know that so this is also a local tendency, not local, global tendency, that if I was a skate shop owner, I would also give discounts. So go to your local skate shop and buy from the guy. He's probably a nice person. All over the world, skaters are cool people, and they will give you also discounts. And so the owner of the shop also helped me to repair the shoe for the first time, and he told me, come back anytime when you have a problem with it. I will bring the shoe to the shoemaker. He will make it perfectly, or I can glue it for you. And I said, oh, okay, I don't want to bother you with it, and I'm also lazy to, you know, to walk or ride to the skate shop every day. Do you have some glue? And I can fix my shoe with it. So I also use this experiencing with it, and yeah. Okay, so if you're a skateboarder, wear skate shoes. Okay, I know that it is not a good, not a new thing that I'm saying now, but because this was among the first advices. You know, you Google YouTube, you know, first thing to do as a skateboarder, or easy beginner tricks or advices for beginner skateboarders, and among the first five tips, it is to wear skateboarding shoes. Okay, and I also took this advice after a year. I didn't really suffer that much in, you know, basketball shoes, but it was when I so maybe basketball shoes are good for certain tricks. For example, pushing, rolling around, yeah, they might be working, or for learning manuals. But I think so I feel the board better with manuals, nose manuals, with these shoes. Okay, I can definitely recommend you Vans. It is the world's #1 skate shoe, so nothing more is needed to say. But there are probably tons of you know, good skateboarding shoes all over the world, so try them. Thank you for watching. Peace, and keep on skating. Goodbye.